Hello and welcome back to Alpha Seduction Systems. I'm Jack McLean, the greatest English PUA in the world. Now, I was going to record this video over the weekend, but of course it was Valentine's weekend and I was inundated with the many hundreds of women in my life messaging me and asking to go out on dates. So I was so busy I was unable to record this video, and like I said, on Tuesdays I was going to be saving that video for the Letting Go series, but we'll push our next Letting Go video until either the weekend or next Tuesday. And today I would like to talk about the topic of perseverance and really using this pandemic and how you can use this pandemic to your advantage. You see, as PUAs, we're opportunists. Any situation in life that we're put in, we don't see it as a negative. Oh no. We see it as a chance to learn, to grow, to perhaps think outside the box. Any problem that we have, any difficulty, any situation, be it positive or negative, is a chance for growth, to excel further on our journey of PUA masterdom. So, COVID-19, it's been a rough couple of years. We're into the second year of this pandemic. There's so much going on. Many people are suffering due to, of course, the virus itself. We've heard all over the news of people dying, and of course, I'm sure some of you may know people who've perhaps suffered with the COVID-19, and my heart goes out to you guys. But what can we do? You know, many people are suffering and thinking negatively. Oh no, what is this? The world's gone mad, and they're giving up. And they're giving up hope. Young people are saying, oh, what's the point going to school? What's the point studying? You know, we're going to be locked down and school's going to stop. People with mental health are getting worse, spiraling into terrible situations. Me, myself, last year, I suffered with some problems. I got involved with a few criminal enterprises that in the end didn't work out into my favour and led me down a terrible path where I actually ended up losing more money than I gained and suffering myself. I won't go into too much detail on the matter, or I'll have the FBI and Interpol all over me more than they may already be. So I won't talk too much about that, but we'll talk about this year is a better year. Now, I wish I kept in the mindset I'm in now, this year, because we are really on the right path now, guys. We are on track of PUA masterdom. Some people call it wokeness. When you become woke to reality, and you begin to see things that others don't, and you begin to excel. And this is what PUA is all about. Using times like this, times of disaster, to your advantage, okay? We may be thinking, what's the point? PUA now? You can't go out and do day game. The clubs, the bars are closed. How am I meant to develop? The gyms are closed. How am I meant to develop? My business is shut down. How can I go to work? How can I earn money? How can I? We're always thinking how. But we should be thinking what? So what can we do? This is a time where we can actually be working on our inner game. For example, I was out of work recently. I'm back in work. As you can see, I've been so busy with work that I had to record this video right now while I'm at work. because tonight I'm going to be training. I've got another fight lined up. You know, my league that I usually fought in was shut down, closed due to COVID and all the bars and venues shut. So what did I do? I thought outside the box. There's underground shows. You can check it out. Spartan Bare Knuckle Fight Club on YouTube also. And they're holding, well, a company that they know, they're holding pandemic shows, a company called Pandemic. They're doing secret underground boxing shows. So I got myself on that. I've kept active. I built my own gym in a car park. I built a punching bag, you know. Thinking of ways, meeting with people to train. Outside, you can train at home. So don't let it get you down. Don't think, oh no, what am I to do? Think outside the box, and that's what we're talking about here in this video. So things, what can you do? For example, when I was out of work. Well, if you're out of work, perhaps you could think of new business ideas, business ventures. Not criminal. I wouldn't recommend that from my personal experience. However, think of perhaps some legitimate businesses that you could do. Maybe criminal. I mean, who am I to say? You lead your own life. But just think of some things you could do to make money. You know, these are great ideas. For example, I recently got into personal training. I looked on, as I am a boxer myself, and I've been studying martial arts and fitness for many years since I was a child, so I have a lot of knowledge in the area. So I've started personal training, and not only is this a great way to meet many MILFs and the such, but also a way to make some extra cash on the side. So business ideas. If you're at home and you've been furloughed or whatever, perhaps work on your hobbies. Painting. If you don't have any hobbies, perhaps find some hobbies. Go out, take a walk. Just see what's around in your environment and find things you may have not knew you had an interest in and develop an interest in. Reading. This is a great thing. I cannot stress this enough, guys. Reading. You will learn so much more from a book than you will from watching a documentary, for example. There are books in any subject that you could think of. I could recommend many, but you need to find what you're interested in. And I could implore you guys to read books and learn. Use this time to self-reflect when we're in lockdown and we're at home, and rather than think negative, think positive. Use that time as a time to perhaps spend more time with your family. Develop your closer social circles with those people that you may only be legally allowed to see. You know, you can become closer, develop closer family bonds. You can go out and do, okay, not day game, but you could do masked day game. I discussed this last year about COVID-19 day game, and we will be looking into that ways, because I'm sure these masks business are going to go on way long past the actual pandemic itself. So we'll be talking and going out, and you'll be seeing some in-field footage of me doing masked game and how we can use other body language rather than just the face to seduce women in the field. Working out from home, like I'd said, exercising, and I will be releasing many home workout videos, cell workouts I call them. For those of you who don't know, I did spend a year in prison for an imitation firearms offence. Another crazy story there. But inside the prison, at times we were limited, and we were literally locked down, confined to a cell for 22 hours per day. So we had to find things to do just within that short, tiny space. And I will be showing you how you can work out and get an amazing workout and develop an amazing physique being just inside a small, tiny jail cell. So you could be at home and you may think, oh, well, my room is tiny. How can I work out? Well, these people have all big houses. It's fine for them. No, you can do cell workout. Believe me, when I came out of prison, I was in amazing shape. Of course, we did have the yard as well that we worked out, but it's not impossible to get in amazing shape and fitness from literally about an 8 by 4 foot, 12 by 8 foot cell or whatever. So I'll be talking some on this. But like I said, guys, it is a time to persevere. This is a time to practice things that you may not have practiced before. Use this time wisely. Honestly, guys, because that is the secret of PUA. It's about using all situations to your advantage in all aspects of life. So don't see this pandemic as a bad thing. See it as an opportunity to get ahead of the competition. Because believe me, a lot of people, they are in a negative mindset, you know, and they'll be sat there, they won't be doing anything. For example, if you're a young person studying at school and your college is now shut, your school is now shut, think of those 90% people, I don't know, who are probably just out gallivanting now or at home playing PlayStation, for example. Now, you can use this time to study even harder and get ahead of that competition. I know there's a lot of you, this is men and women, okay? Believe me, people, for example, in UK, I know I have many Chinese or Asian fans out there who subscribe due to the prize giveaway, okay? And we will be doing many more prize giveaways on that matter. But you guys, people over here in England, this is a tip for you, people over here in England, a lot of the people who could have been future doctors now, they're throwing their chances away, believe me. So now is your chance to get ahead of those people. I don't know how, if it's lockdown for you over there or whatever, but in England, believe me, a lot of people could be getting left behind. So use that to your advantage. Get ahead of the competition. Study 10 times harder now. Because now is a time, like myself in my boxing, I'm training 10 times harder. Use this time also as a time to perhaps influence people if you're an influencer. For example, I managed to persuade my father into starting a business with me literally just today. I persuaded him. Now my father is a very, how do you say, pessimistic person, or he's not negative anyway, very positive man, but skeptical and perhaps pessimistic. So he may, at times, had I suggested a business to him 2 years ago, he may have thought, oh, well, no, there's so many people doing it, I don't think it's a good idea, rah, rah, rah. But because of this, he's out at home sitting there thinking, you know, think he hasn't got as many distractions, he's in his head, whatever. So I use this time to persuade him on a great business idea, and he's actually now looking further into it. So perhaps we could start a business, and I will be starting many businesses in my life, but of course this is just ideas. You know, I have a friend, a very close friend of mine, who with his father, and that was what inspired me, his father started a business. And it's now, although it was hard at the beginning due to the pandemic, he persevered. And now his business is taking off. And, you know, guys, the world is your oyster. If you think like that, believe me, you will achieve your dreams and even more. So, guys, remember, as always, this pandemic, use it to your advantage. And I'll leave it there. And as always, stay safe out there and stay alpha.